Good evening, everybody. Chris Malanga alongside Brian Arnold here from the Bears Den. And Brian, the Golden Bears have done a great job the last couple of games against Wayne Trace and Paulding. I feel like we're in the GMC right now because we have all these GMC teams. But two really good games there, especially the first quarter of that Wayne Trace game.
Yeah, and that's been a big thing for the Bears so far, is getting out to good starts. They did the same thing to Defiance over there last Saturday. And that seems like it's been a real characteristic of Coach Grosjean's teams here the last few years when we've seen all of the success is to get out and get after people right away and get that good defense turning into offense.
Yeah, and we're going to see the same thing today with Edgerton, because Edgerton is a team that only has about 10 girls or 11 girls between their JV and varsity rosters, and for the fortune of the Golden Bears, their best player is not playing tonight.
Yeah, honestly, a really bad break for both teams tonight. Yep. Coach Grosjean felt like Olivia Farnham was the best player that we'd seen so far. Yep. And I know all of their defensive game plan was centered around defending her, making somebody else beat us. So I know our girls were looking forward to the challenge, and you feel bad for any kid that's hurt and can't play. Hopefully it's not anything that lasts a long time for her, and she's able to get back in the action soon. Absolutely.
Well, 20-5, the Lady Bears are leading the JV game right now, just a JV half. The freshman team beat Perrysburg tonight, and that was 10 points like in the third quarter, and got really close at the end, much too close for comfort.
Yeah, I missed that. I was at a 7th grade boys basketball game, and came back from Paulding, but what I heard was we were up 12-0 at the half. But I also heard Perrysburg was 25 minutes late. So their warm-up might have been, hey, change clothes, tie your shoes, and go see where the floor is. This game's starting.
Absolutely. Well, it is the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. I had a chance to chat with Brian head coach Todd Grosjean, and you're going to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project,
we just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Lady Bears. And Coach, undefeated to start the season, had some good games against Wayne Trace and Paulding as you're rolling through your section of the GMC, as we always joke. And tonight you face Edgerton. Before we get to the Bulldogs, let's talk about your feelings on the games with Wayne Trace and Paulding.
Well, Wayne Trace was last Tuesday, and we got off to a great start. And first quarter got them behind the 8 ball a little bit, and they had to play uphill from there. And I thought our kids defensively did a really nice job on the twin guards from Wayne Trace, and so we won fairly handily there. And then on Thursday we played a pretty young, inexperienced Paulding team, and we were able to turn them over quite a bit. And I thought both games we've shot the ball a lot better than we did down at Defiance and Tenora. We've gotten a little bit better from the perimeter, and I think that's due to the fact that we're going inside out a little bit more, getting touches for Kaylee inside, and she's been really unselfish in kicking the ball to the perimeter shooters.
It really does change things when you have good perimeter shooting and a strong inside presence.
And it wasn't the case. We talk about the Tenora game. We shot the ball so horribly. We came out of there, not feeling the greatest about ourselves, but we did some really good things defensively. We did, rebound to the ball well, and took care of it. We only had, I think, 8 turnovers, but when you shoot the ball as poorly as we did, it's frustrating. And thankfully, our kids continue to play defense in that game, and hopefully we learn from that. But we've got some very capable shooters. We're shooting mid 35-36% from three, and it's been somebody different every game, which is, it's hard to scout, when you prepare for us who you want to take away, because it's been somebody different every game.
And you've gotten a chance to get some of the underclassmen in as well and play a very deep bench.
Yeah, and we need to develop some depth. You never know what's going to happen, illness down the road. But we need some people to step in and fill some roles. We're still, searching for some roles to be filled. Tonight we play Edgerton, who's got the Farnham girl, probably the best individual player that we will have seen to this point. And defending her is going to be a tall task. Hopefully one or two of our kids are up to that challenge of slowing her down and making the others beat us. But defensively, we've hung our hat on that for the last several years. Our kids are kind of, taking that to heart, and they know that even when you shoot the ball like you did at Sonora, that we can still be successful as long as we keep playing hard and defending.
Let's talk about those Bulldogs coming down state or US 6. They would like nothing better than to sneak out a win here at Bryan High School, because to them, you're one of the big teams they could take down. Oh, absolutely. And we've talked about us having a bullseye on our back, and I think the first line in our scouting report tonight is don't take them lightly. This is the Super Bowl for the Edgerton Bulldogs. They want to knock off the kid at the top of the heap. And Marchetta, coached with me for a number of years. I know she's fired up to play us every year, and Edgerton would like nothing more. That would make their season if they were able to come in here and knock us off. So our kids need to be ready to go. Our game plan's not going to change a whole lot. We want to try and pressure them and turn them over, and obviously the Farnham girl's the real deal. She can shoot it. We've seen it on film. She does a little bit of everything, so defensively we're going to have to know where she's at, and they've got some other capable players as well. Pretty young team overall, though.
Yeah, their numbers, I know they're struggling with numbers like a lot of schools are in the area, but they've got some younger kids that are doing some things really well on film. The Swank girl can play, and the Gieske girl, they're athletic, and they've done some things in games that catches your eye. Obviously, they battled a Wauseon team the first half, and they beat a really good Montpelier team. So you can't take them lightly.
All right. So final thoughts as we face Edgerton tonight.
We're just going to have to. It's a Monday night game. You never know what you're going to get on a Monday. It's tough to. You can't really practice on a Sunday, and our gyms weren't available to even do a shoot around. So hopefully our kids are ready to go, and then we're off until next Monday when we play Napoleon. So we've got a little bit of a gap here in our schedule. So hopefully our kids are ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, I wish you the best of luck tonight as you face the Edgerton Bulldogs.
Thanks, Chris.
Coach Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Golden Bears is going to take this time out. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
And welcome back out to the Bears Den here in Bryan as the Edgerton Bulldogs and the Bryan Golden Bears getting set to do battle here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with you. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include Andries O'Neill and Lowe, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Backler Monument, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, and Breiniger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Northwest State Community College, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Danielle Van Atta Agency, and the Bryan Athletic Boosters. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you on the Golden Bears Sports Network as we are in the Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory pregame show. The last meeting between these two teams took place back on December 5th. We actually broadcast this game at Edgerton. Bryan won 68-30 at the home of the Bulldogs, and now we're here tonight. Let's take a look at each of our teams. First for these Bryan Golden Bears, sitting now at 4-0 on the season, haven't played a league game yet. Todd Groschine in his 17th year here at Bryan. I think he's 24th year overall, but 17 here at Bryan, 332 and 187. Bears right now averaging 59 points a game and allowing 29.8. Leading scorers for the Bears are Kaylee Thiel sitting at 14.3 points a game and Ella Voigt at 13 points a game. And Ella Rao is real close to that double-digit average. So pretty soon the Lady Bears are going to average 3 girls in double figures. We've had a couple of games where 4 girls have scored in double figures.
Yeah, that's been, offensively the balance has been good. Kaylee Thiel and Ella Voigt have been the leaders, but then you've got other kids who've been stepping up. Ella Rao, like you said, has been getting hot lately, starting to shoot the 3 a lot better. Mara Smith has been her steady self. She doesn't look to shoot a lot, doesn't look to score, but when she has, she's been really effective. Josie Arnold last game had 3 threes and was in double figures. Avery Brown carried us early in the Tenora game with 3 threes in the first half of that. So we've got other girls who have stepped up and knocked some shots down and scored the basketball for Coach Groschine's squad. And that's important, especially these early games. They haven't been tight. We haven't necessarily been challenged, but those games are coming down the road. And you need girls who have some confidence on the offensive end that can help out when somebody's got a post player who can make life a little harder on Kaylee Thiel or a perimeter defender that they can slap on Ella Voigt with some length. So you need some girls who are confident and who are shooting it well, playing well, and right now we've got some extras that are doing those things.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the season to date for the Golden Bears, they opened the season with a win 48-35 at Tenora in a game that Coach Groschine thought we didn't play particularly well at. And then, of course, at Defiance, we broadcast that game 64-20. Wayne Trace 56-33, and then Paulding over the weekend, that was Thursday night, 68-31. And so the Bears, doing a pretty decent job so far, 4-0 in the season.
Yeah, and Coach is going to be happy with both of those numbers, the offensive side and the defensive side. There's a goal board in the hallway back by his office going to the girls' locker room, and I always like to, I like to tease a little bit. I think there's way more defensive goals on that sheet than offensive goals. Rebounding, all the little things, things that he wants to see his girls do, and I think his defense has been doing that. We talked in the boys broadcast the other night. We saw Coach Homeyer go to a 3/4 court, even back into a half court trap, run and jump a little bit, kind of mimicking what the girls have been doing, and they force some turnovers. The rotation is just so strong, and the girls understand that defense so well at this point that even when they do adjust in the half court, they force so many turnovers and force offenses to just be uncomfortable and not get good looks.
And so far, every game we broadcast, when we talk to the opposing coach, they said they want to watch for turnovers. They don't want to play at Bryan's pace. They want to play at their pace, and those are things you're talking about. Exactly.
And that'll be the night, that'll be the time when we'll see how our girls do running half court. If we can't turn somebody over, if we can't force our pace on them, the nice thing is we've got 3-point shooters. We've got a 6-foot post player who can play inside with their back to the basket. We move the ball really well, and we don't, not to put the announcer jinx it, we don't turn the ball over. We've got multiple girls that can handle the ball. So, right now when we can, yes, that's who we want to be. We want to play pressure. We want to get out and run. We want to score in transition. But we also have a team that's strong enough to play and score in the half court.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's take a look at the team info for the Edgerton Bulldogs. They're 2-3, 0-0. Well, they haven't started a GMC game. Archetta Carrier is in her 3rd year there, 11-40. Some optimism for this year. The last 2 years have been kind of rough over in Edgerton. They have some optimism going in this year. But if you look at that 3rd bullet point there, Olivia Farnham, the sophomore, who was 2nd team All-League in district, was a game-time decision, and that decision is she's not playing. And so Farnham right now not in uniform. You can see she's underneath the Edgerton basket rebounding for them. But she's not dressed and she's not going to play, and that leaves you a lot of stuff open there because she's averaging 15.4 points per game. and 7.2 rebounds a game, shooting 77% from the line. Casey Everett is going to play in her place today, and Everett is only averaging 2.2 a game. And so that's where things get challenging. As a team, the Bulldogs averaging 38.2 points per game, allowing 40.6. And when you talk about somebody like Farnham, who's just a sophomore, but arguably the best player we will have seen to date had she played tonight, that's a big loss.
Oh, huge. I mean, there's no way you can replace that either. Yeah, Edgerton's already in a tough spot. There are 11 girls in their high school program right now, and now you're down to 10. And you're playing the best team, or one of the best teams you're going to see on your schedule all year long. You know, this is a game where a player like Farnham wanted to come in and really show out a little bit against a senior-laden team that had been to the Final Four in Division II. You know, this was her chance to show off a little bit. So you know she's extremely disappointed that she's not able to play tonight. But she's young, and you know, discretion's a better part of valor sometimes. There's no reason to try to tough something out, make an injury worse. Like you said, 0-0 in the conference, that's a bigger goal for them down the road. They're looking to make improvement every year. You're not going to make improvement if she's out multiple games. Hopefully if she's only out one, who knows? I don't know anything about it if she's out two. But limit how much you're not with her by not getting her hurt trying to play a non-league game on a Monday night.
Taking a look at their season to date, they defeated Holgate 42-29, then lost to Montpelier 46-35. They beat Pettisville 43-35. They lost to Wauseon 50-35 and lost to Archbold 43-36. And that Archbold game was pretty close through the whole game.
Yeah, I think they had a lead early in that. They got off to a good start, and then, you know, who knows, maybe a little bit of a defensive change or just a little bit cooling off scoring the basketball, not able to finish that out. But, you know, like you said, Coach Carrier's had a rough time wins and losses wise, but I run into her in the spring as a softball coach. We know Marchetta from coaching in the Bryan system in the past, working in the Bryan system. The one thing we know about her is she knows her stuff, she knows her kids, she's great around young people, and you know, if she can get her kids healthy and keep the rest of them healthy, I think she's going to get things going in the right direction there. She does great things over at Edgerton.
All right, let's take a real quick look at the standings in the NWOAL and the GMC from last year. We've shown this to you a couple of times now. Of course, Bryan 7-0 at the top of the standings for the NWOAL. And when you look across the way at the GMC, Edgerton opposite that, they're at the bottom of the GMC standings, and that's kind of been the story of the teams we've been playing as of late. They've kind of reversed. Edgerton, actually, they were third from the bottom, so I was looking at the boys, but yeah, third from the bottom there, 3 and 4 in the league last year.
Yeah, right. Like you said, we've not really been challenged. We're looking at the QP Classic and our Holiday Classic here for a little bit more of that challenge at this point, but a lot like other people, you can only play the people that are on your schedule. So, but right now it's looking at us as the people that we need to be concerned about ourselves and not worry about who we're playing across the floor and find ways to get us better every game.
Absolutely. Well, you're in the Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory pregame show. Going to take this time out, come back with our keys to the game after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
At Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers. They've been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. There's the Golden Bears keys for you on the screen.
And that's good. That's a constant key. We talk about it all the time. You can say it a lot of different ways. but let that pressure defense cause trouble, and then go make baskets in transition. Play an up-tempo pace, get out of the gate strong offensively. Coach loves to break down things. As a defensive coach, he's seen a lot of their ball handlers, feels like they're very right-hand dominant, and you're gonna see the Golden Bear defenders, anytime they're in man, try to push as much left as they can just to make the ball handlers uncomfortable. And then I think Coach Grosjean, even before knowing that Farnham wasn't going to play this game, was looking this as we need to make sure that we're focused and we take care of business right from the tip-off, and that doesn't change just because the lineup does.
When you're taking a look at the Edgerton Bulldogs' keys to the game, they wrap up like this.
Same thing. They want to handle the pressure. Coach Carrier knows you cannot give up a lot of possessions. You can't come out empty and turn it over a bunch of times without getting shots. They want to play their tempo, which is going to be try to slow it down. That's going to be take care of the basketball. If you're going to slow the tempo down against Bryan, the one thing you know is they're going to defend even if their toes are on the half-court line, and they'll pick you up wherever, and they're going to be all over you. And then they got to be able to rebound and communicate. They got to make sure that they aren't dominated on the glass by Kaylee Theo, Ella Voigt, Ella Rowell, the rest of the Lady Bears.
All right, we're going to meet our game officials now, being brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for your eye care needs. Officials tonight, Dan Carnahan, Gary Brubaker, and Shane Chamberlain are officials tonight. We really appreciate them, because without them, we would not be able to play these games. All right, this has been the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Going to take one final 30-second timeout, and then we'll be starting our game here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome out to Bryan High School. Tonight, the Golden Bear Sports Network presents the Edgerton Bulldogs at the Bryan Golden Bears. And excited to get this one underway here. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Our official, our national anthem tonight being sponsored by Veterans Services of Williams County. Going to be performed tonight by the Bryan High School pep band. I like seeing the pep band at all these games. It has been.
Good job with that group.
He is. Down for our national anthem. Our national anthem being presented by Veterans Services of Williams County. Going to send things down for our public address announcer, Aaron Hughes, here in just a moment for our starting lineups. But last minute thoughts before we get started.
Well, I think if you're a Bryan Golden Bear, you just want to see that fast start. You want to see them come out and play really clean, really crisp right from the beginning, try to build a lead early. And you're looking at Coach Carrier and the Lady Bulldogs. Control that tempo. Don't turn it over. Try to run a couple possessions early where you end them with good shots. Even if they're not makes, get good shots, get some confidence that, okay, we can handle their pressure, and we can end these things on a good note.
All right, well, we're about ready to get this one underway. Going to send things down to Aaron Hughes for our starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups being sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication. Call Yoder Mechanical Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111.
Starters for Edgerton, number 5, Clara Gershutz. Number 11, Ava Giesecke. Number 22, Ava Swank. Number 24, Z. Everett. Varsity coaches Marchetta Carrier, assisted by Faith Herman, Billy Hugg, Kennedy Flower, Allie Cape, and McKenna Dietsch. And now for your Golden Bears. Heading guard, a 5'6" senior, number 20, Mara Smith. Heading guard, 5'9" senior, number 4, Elpa Boyd. And a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 5, Anha Gray. And a forward, a 5'10", senior, number 15, Ella Rao. And at center, a 6'1", senior, number 3, Kaylee Neal. Varsity coaches Todd Groshine, assisted by Walker, John Miner, Nikki Miner, and JV coach Delaney Balvarez. Ladies, let's play ball.
There you have it, the starting lineups done as only Aaron Hughes can do. It's good stuff. Good stuff. And we are live on the video board tonight too here at the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Oh, well, that's a great look.
Absolutely.
I might get caught looking at that like when I show up to a football game or something and I forget I'm right in front of the action.
That's right. All right, we're going to get this one underway here.
I would expect to see an offensive tip here out of the Bears, try to get their run out that they like to get.
Kepler is the tip against Kaylee Thiel. Bears have it. Quickly down to Mara Smith on the left wing. Smith goes top of the key to Voigt. Voigt goes left side. Then over to Rao on the right side. Rao will drive through the lane, put up a shot, draw the foul, and we'll head to the line. Ella Rao will get there and we'll be shooting.
Good decision, nice attack right there by Ella Rao, going to the hoop early. Edgerton out in a half-court man-to-man. Not much help side there, and a really good decision by Rao.
First one is good for Rao. This is a Welling Construction free throw. Welling Construction, third-generation family-owned general contractor. For quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work, contact us at 419-636-3712. Bears turn the Edgerton over. Underneath to Smith is no good. Rebound comes down to Voigt, who puts up a shot, misses it now. Gets her own rebound. Rao again will launch a three, no good. Rebound comes down. Kaylee Thiel misses. Thiel gets her own rebound. Bounce pass, shut up, and she will draw the foul. So about 5 shots there for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, maybe not a great shooting percentage, but an awesome job on the glass. Bears just staying after it right there. Initially, good turnover. Nice hands by Anna Gray at half court. Pushing ahead to Mara Smith, exactly the recipe Coach Groshine's looking for.
First one is good, and the main stop scoreboard shows 3-0 in favor of the Golden Bears. Main stop's open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday, the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Next one is off front iron. Rebound will come down to Edgerton, and then stolen away, and Kaylee Thiel gets a little backdoor cut bucket to make it 5-0.
Again, 2 quick turnovers, good pressure by the Lady Bears. There's a rotation out of their pressure. Better job by Edgerton that time handling it. Good job getting it up the sideline.
They did. They went up the far sideline there, and in the corner, unfortunately, Ava Swank had it, but she got it back out. Now bounce pass over to Giesecke, who launches a 3 and has it, so it's 5-3. And Giesecke started the 2 quarters of JV.
Yeah, started in that game, starting in this game. Ava Giesecke's a real nice player. Just a sophomore. Edgerton is young. Besides, they don't have a lot of bodies, but the ones they have are young, and their girls getting great experience here this season.
Smith launches a 3 from Thiel on the right side, no good. Now she'll bounce pass it in to Voigt. Voigt has it.
Sorry, another offensive rebound for the Lady Bears, too. Really active early on the glass.
In the corner to Smith. Now to Voigt, top of the key. Voigt will go right side to Rao. Now back out to Smith, who launches a three, buries it. Makes it 8-3 Bears. 6:09 remaining, first quarter rather. Edgerton will bring it up.
A couple of threes out of Mara Smith early. Normally she doesn't go looking for a shot, but she did a good job of recognizing that nobody was rotating around to her, and she was even a step or two behind the line on that.
Out of bounds, tipped off the Golden Bears, so Everett will inbound here on the sideline. She gets it into Swank. Swank, one of the sophomores that make up this team. Back to Everett. Everett dribbles around, loses the basketball. The Bears will come down with it, and she's out of bounds. Nice hustle.
Yeah, nice hustle. Good poke away by Anna Gray right there. Just ran out of real estate to gather it and get it to a teammate. Anna Gray's going to be on the floor a lot. Nobody's not going to out-hustle 5.
And we're
going
going
to
to
ball game going.
30-second timeout. Timeout sponsored today by Bryan Ford Lincoln, North Main Street, where good values mean a great deal. The main stop scoreboard shows 8-3 in favor of the Golden Bears. And early on, it's been all Golden Bears. Coach Carrier just wants to kind of have a discussion here. The Bears have done a really good job defensively. And they'll have it on the sideline.
Just like you expect. Really active. White jerseys all over. Mara Smith's up and defending in the near court already.
Kisagi will give over to Swank. Swank to Gearshoots. Gearshoots into trouble. Will find Swank. Swank on the left wing had to pick up her dribble. She'll feed underneath. Stutt will get it, then puts up high glass. It's no good, rolls over the backboard, and that was touched last by the Golden Bears.
Well, good ball movement right there by Edgerton. They wanted to go to the post, but good rotation by Anna Gray. Took that pass away initially and then got it back in there. Good backdoor, nice find. Good action. Yeah, you can end up with shots, even if, like I said, even if they don't go early. End with shots and not turnovers. Coach Carey can feel good about that.
Shot is missed by Everett's. Rebound will come down to Edgerton. Now a shot put up by Clara Gearshoots is no good. And jump ball will go stay here with Edgerton.
Good hustle. Edgerton's going to be scrappy. There's no doubt about it. They're not just going to come in and roll over just because their best player's on the bench tonight. A couple of offensive rebounds there off of misses. Good job getting on the floor, saving that loose ball for the change of possession.
That'll go out of bounds off of Smith, so Edgerton will keep it down here. We're going to get a foul on Smith now. That'll be her first, team first.
Tried to get there. Swank beat her to the spot, and Mara just kind of got stuck behind a little bit. Good aggressive D. You're not going to be upset with that this early.
Edgerton gets it in. Swank has it. Work it against Smith. I would say with Farnham out, Swank's probably their best ball handler currently on the court, and that'll just be a turnover as Gray stepped in front of the pass. Rao has it and will fire it down quickly to Voigt. I feel like the ball was down there a long time.
Yeah, long possession. Those extra offensive rebounds save some time. That's
underneath.
A great look.
Theo misses the shot. I don't think she's ready for that. Throws it out to Rao, who misses a long three. Rebound comes down. There's a fight on the floor. Gray's on the floor, and Gray's gonna, let's see, I think we're gonna get a jump ball, and it's gonna stay to the Golden Bears.
Yeah, nice, good hustle there by Anna Gray to save that possession for the Lady Bears. Long rebound off the missed three. Initially, her great penetration and kick to Kayla, like you said, I think it did surprise Thiel just a little bit.
4:33 remaining here, first quarter. Bears lead 8-3. Underneath to Thiel, puts up a shot short, then gets her own rebound and puts it up and in. How many putbacks has that been?
Well, it's a good start here for the Lady Bears with rebounds, really pounding the offensive glass.
They'll bring it down quickly. And
4 offensive rebounds already for the Lady Bears.
Rouse stepped in front of that pass, so Bears getting their hands on everything. 4:12 remaining here, first quarter, 10-3. Josie Arnold checks in.
And you can see Anna Gray's a little bit winded, but man, she's got one speed, and it's go hard all the time. You're never going to get anything less than her best.
Underneath, Swank puts up a shot off front iron and good. That makes it 10-5. Bears with 4 minutes to go here, first quarter.
Now Edgerton's gone to a 1-2-2 look.
Shot missed by Arnold. Rebound comes down to Everett. Loses the basketball. Arnold will get it again. Now she'll go baseline, put up a shot. Nope, she'll give out to Smith. Now to Voigt, now back out to Arnold. This time she goes baseline, gives to Thiel. Thiel puts up a shot, and good.
Good decision there that time. Lady Bears, good ball movement. Nice job finding Kaylee Thiel on the block. Had the defender behind her, and you got to give that ball to her all night.
Yep. Missed shot for Ava Gieske. Bears come down the other way with it. Here's Thiel, who finds Voigt all by herself, and that's in for Ella Voigt. 14-5. Voigt's first 2 of the night.
Bears turning a nice defensive rebound into some quick offense, getting out and running.
Thiel steals it again, and that's just too tall for Voigt, and she hits the padding there.
Just a little strong. Right idea after a nice steal and then trying to get it out in front to Voigt. 5 quick turnovers there for Edgerton to just 1 for the Lady Bears.
Edgerton will inbound. They'll bring it up. Swank will fire a long pass down to Clara Gearshoots, who can't handle it. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay. Nope, it's going to go off of Edgerton. I wasn't sure if Rao got her hand in there or not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Rao got a hand on that. Nice long pass by the Edgerton player to get behind, and she had a buddy behind the defense. Probably should have just caught in attack. Just was a little bit slow deciding what she wanted to do when she caught the basketball.
Sometimes indecision will kill you in basketball.
He who hesitates.
That's right. Rao has the basketball. Will go right side to Arnold on the wing.
Edgerton back to their man-to-man now. Working really hard in the post, trying to front. Kepler's doing everything she can to try to front Kaylee Thiel when they're in their man-to-man.
3 ball is no good. I didn't see Brown sneak into the game. Rebound comes down to Thiel, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. That might be on Arnold. Nope, they're going to call that on Thiel. I didn't see Avery Brown sneak in.
I think we were chatting through that last dead ball, and she got in for Mara Smith.
I looked, and one of the stats that blew my mind about Avery Brown is I don't think she's attempted a 2-point shot.
No, I think you're right.
I think it's all threes.
This reminds me of Justin Arns, the player at Ohio State a couple of years ago, who was all threes all the time.
3-second call. First one of those this year.
Trading turnovers there.
That's
Another
right.
one for the Lady Bears with the 3-second call.
14-5 Bears lead, 2:20 remaining first quarter. Here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Everett will bring it up, give over to Swank. Swank will give back to Everett. Across the timeline.
Good rotation by the Bears. Nice poke away by Thiel.
And we're going to have a traveling violation on Voigt.
And that's a tough one. That's going to go down as a turnover, but she's trying to avoid stepping on the other player, rolling her own ankle. She's trying to throw it off the other player to get it out of bounds. Just a lot of tough luck right there for Ella Voigt after a nice swipe away by Kaylee Thiel.
Everett will inbound to Swank. Swank will drive through the lane, put up a shot. We'll get the foul drawn. And the foul is going to be on that'll be Brown on 12. Third foul of the quarter for the Bears. Remember, at 5, we're shooting bonus shots, 2 of them. First one for Swank is good. Swank has 3 on the night.
Ava Swank's been aggressive. She's tried to get the ball to the basket here a couple of times for the Lady Bulldogs. Been aggressive when she's caught it. I think she's got a good first step when she does decide to attack. She's got 4 early points out of these 7.
Here's Arnold on the right side for the Golden Bears. Cross over to Smith, who has returned. Arnold now on the left side. Left arc. Will hand off to Voigt. Voigt will give to Smith on the right arc. Now top of the key to Brown, who launches a 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Arnold. Now Gray has it. Gray thought about a shot, gives back to Arnold on the right side. She launches that one in and out. Boy, that hit about everything you get without getting the goal.
And where the Bears shot the 3 really good the other night, coming out a little cold tonight, just 1 of 7 here in the first quarter.
3 ball in the air for Everett is no good off front iron. Smith will get the rebound. and will fire it ahead to Brown. Brown, bounce pass. Arnold now back out to Brown, now to Gray. Bears just moving it around.
Yeah, I think Edgerton's done a really nice job in their man, keeping the ball in front of them. A lot of missed shots by the Lady Bears have helped a lot as well, but they've done a pretty good job defensively keeping the ball in front.
Smith missed a three, and then got a good rebound for Gray, and then Brown missed a three, and now we've got a whistle. Just an out-of-bounds whistle? Nope, we're going to get a foul on Anna Gray. That'll be her first, team fourth. So the next foul, Edgerton will be shooting.
You know, we've watched that. We've talked about it. The 5 fouls go in the double bonus, but it's almost hard in an 8-minute quarter because we've talked about how it mimics the NBA. It mimics women's college basketball with the go to the double bonus in the quarter, but 8-minute quarters are fast. And to get that many team fouls in a quarter is not easy.
Yep. Caitlin Burke has checked in for Edgerton, and ball goes off her hands. Gershutz went to try and pick that one up and not able to do so. It'll be another turnover for the Bulldogs with 45 seconds.
Already 9 turnovers for Edgerton here in the first quarter. And they've been really fortunate. The Bears have been as cold as they've been so far. They haven't been able to turn a lot of those into trouble.
Underneath to Thiel. Thiel puts up a shot, and that's good. Edgerton, meanwhile, is averaging 18.4 turnovers a game. And we're going to get a traveling violation. Wow.
And that one was a little bit of a self-imposed. Wasn't even really good pressure by the Lady Bears. Just fundamentals didn't come to a good jump stop on that.
Boyd will check back in, and Arnold will sit down. Thiel will inbound. Here's Smith. Smith will go left side to Voigt. Now in the corner to Rao. Now back top. Now underneath to Thiel. Now back out. Rao launches a three from the right arc. No good. Rebound comes down to Everett, but she's trapped. Throws the ball off of the Golden Bears. And so 6.9 to go here. 16-7, the Bears lead. They get it inbound. Here's Swank. Swank's going to have to go. The Edgerton crowd imploring her to go. 2 seconds. Swank bounce pass, gets knocked out of bounds, and that's how we'll end the first quarter of play with the main stop scoreboard showing 16-7 in favor of the Bryan Golden Bears. Going to take this time out. Be back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. Edgerton gets the ball to start the quarter. And again, the Bears turn things over just like they have in the past. All the way, Gray puts it up and in.
Nice steal, good run out by Anna Gray. Good decision getting to the right side. Yeah, 11 turnovers already. Edgerton had 10 in the first quarter.
And we're going to get a kick ball. It'll stay right here as Thiel, I think it was Thiel that stuck her foot out there.
Yeah, she's been really active. So deflections with hands. Now she's adding feet to the mix. You know, she came out, she's got 9 early points for the Lady Bears, half of the points for the Lady Bears. And she's pretty much controlling the paint in there, able to do whatever it is she wants to do.
Gershutz with the basketball. We'll go right then left. Now find Giesecke, now top of the key to Swank.
We talked in the scouter, Coach Grosjean's talked about it in his scouting report. He wants to push dribblers left as much as possible. I think you're seeing a lot of that out of the Lady Bears.
Gershutz misses a 3 air ball, and Everett gets the rebound, was falling out of bounds, and did a nice job of throwing it off the Golden Bears.
Yeah, heads up play right there by Casey Everts to catch it and throw it off of Elavoigt's foot to save the possession.
Stute has it. Gives over to Swank. Swank has it now the right side. Works around a screen, puts up a shot with the right hand, up and good. 18-9, 6:55 remaining on the main stop scoreboard. Second quarter, open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. The main stops of Northwest Ohio. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. No, they are going to get.
He's counting that.
He is counting it. That's going to be on 22, Ava Swank. That'll be her first, team first of the quarter. That'll put Anna Gray to the line to shoot a a Welling Construction free throw.
That's that rule. Last year they instituted more of the continuation rule at the high school level, and Anna Gray was able to finish that and get the opportunity for the three-point play, even though she didn't finish it off.
Swank will bring it up, get it over to the timeline to Gearshoots. Gearshoots goes cross court. Now top of the key to Everts, who launches a three. No good. Rebound comes down. That was Swank that actually missed that one. And we're getting a foul on the rebound? Yep, we are. It's going to be on Ava Gieske.
Swank's got 6 of the 9 for Edgerton right now. She's really looking to be aggressive offensively. And like I said, another one of those young players, just a sophomore for Edgerton. So even without a lot of bodies, the bodies she has that are playing hard for Coach Carey are sophomores. It's good to see for her for the future. And she did a nice job. Dove down on Kaylee Thiel in the post right there, tied her up, got the jump ball, stays here with Bryan.
Paris will inbound underneath. Gets it into Gray. Thought about a shot, head fake, then will bring it back out. Underneath now to Voigt. Voigt cross courts it. Rao will launch a three and get it. Ella Rao does not miss many threes, and most of them are swishes.
Yeah, the Lady Bears needed that. Just 1 of 10 from 3 up to that point. Mara Smith had hit one early, so the Bears needed to see one go in.
Gray forces another turnover. They get it down to Voigt, who goes to put up a shot, draws contact. And I think that's going to be on Gieske, and that'll be her second if it is.
Like maybe 5. No, you're right, on Ava Gieske. Yeah, quick 2 fouls there for her.
Going to see a sub come in.
And a really tough spot there for Ava Gieske, too, because Ella Voigt was so far into the basket, I'm not sure she was going to be able to do much with it. Kind of got bailed out by the whistle.
Voigt puts the first one up.
That's tough. I think that's 2 players on the Edgerton bench now with 2 fouls each in a really short bench.
Yep. She makes both, so 25-19 with 5:49 remaining, and another turnover nearly forced by Smith.
Another good deflection by the Lady Bears. They get their hands on a little bit of everything.
Underneath the Gearshoots, goes too far, throws it to Kennedy Stute, then she'll get it to Swank, so nice job saving a turnover right there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, really good hustle by the Bulldogs.
Gonna get a jump ball that'll stay right here with Edgerton.
You know, I talked earlier, you want your possessions to end with shots. Those are victories right now for Edgerton, and they'll take every small one you can get. And right now they've got just 11 shots, and they've got 12 turnovers. So that number has got to get better for Edgerton regardless of the opponent.
Right. Edgerton has it on the right side here. Swank goes to throw it over to Gearshoots, puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down to the Bears.
Good
Voigt
check out on the backside by Ella Voigt.
Voigt brings it up, fires it down to Arnold. Arnold thinks about a three, launches a three, he gets nothing. Rebound comes down to Edgerton. Swank will have it, give it to Gearshoots. Now cross court over to Everts, who puts in a 2, makes it 25-11. So force the shot and then get the basket on the other end, and that's going to be thrown out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for the Bears.
Right idea, just not good execution right there. I think Mara Smith had Kaylee Thiel. Kaylee had a good seal, had the defender high, and just weren't able to complete the pass.
Edgerton will inbound, give it to Swank. Swank will fire it ahead. There's nobody there to get it, though, and that'll be another turnover. 25-11 on the main stop scoreboard, 4:41 remaining second quarter.
Both
Bears
teams trading some errant passes right there, a couple of turnovers. Both coaches would like to see it get a little bit prettier right here, I'm sure.
Absolutely. They get it underneath to Thiel, surrounded by 3, puts up a shot, no good. Probably could have been whistled for a foul, but
probably an opportunity for one there.
They'll fire it in, and we're going to get an offensive foul, though. Is that going to be on Smith?
No, they're going to call that for Kaylee Thiel,
Kaylee Thiel.
trying to seal with her forearm, I think.
Yep. So Thiel will sit down with 2. Anna Gray will come back in.
And Kaylee knows it as well as anybody else. She doesn't need to do that. She's got the height advantage. She's already in a good position just by lining up to play some offense.
Another steal. Voigt will step in front of a pass. She'll put up the shot, and good. And no, they're going to call that an offensive foul. So wipe that one away. Went in just a little bit out of control.
Yeah, and I think we've seen that now with some teams defensively. When Ella Voigt makes a charge to the basket, they're trying to run defenders in front and take the charge. Everyone knows that's such an important part of her game, getting to the basket, and I think that's just starting to be part of defensive scouting reports.
She causes another turnover right there. It'll be a jump ball. Stay here with the Golden Bears.
So 13 now, 13, maybe 14 turnovers for Edgerton.
Yeah, and this bench is just depleted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in a tough spot. 2 with 2 fouls already. You're 10 live bodies to play the game. Nothing easy about any of that.
Underneath to Gray. Gray can't do it, tries to throw it off Swank. And now it's kicked back out. Smith will launch a 3 and bury it. Mara Smith makes it 28-11. And those are going to be clutch down the stretch. When you can't get a shot inside, you find somebody outside. That whole inside-out game really is the Lady Bears' bread and butter.
Yeah, and seeing Mara Smith step up and shoot the ball with confidence is really a big thing for Coach Grosjean.
Coach Carrier is going to call a timeout. Let's see if it's going to be a full or 30. It will be a full timeout. Main stop scoreboard shows 28-11 in favor of the Golden Bears. Going to take this timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Bryan leads Edgerton 28-11 here in the second quarter of play. Timeout sponsored by Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values mean a great deal.
Well, right now, Lady Bears got a little bit hotter. 1 of 10 from 3 in the first quarter. Now they are 2 of 3 here in the second quarter. Mara Smith knocked down her second. Ella Rao got one to get things going. So that number looks a little bit better. The rest of the numbers, no complaints whatsoever if you're Coach Grosjean.
Shot is put up, no good by Caitlin Burke. Rebound will come down to the Lady Bears. They nearly turned it over, but Smith able to handle the tip from Gray. Now back to Gray. Gray takes it up and in, right down the middle of the line.
You're not going to get too many easier than that, but a great job recognizing by Anna as soon as she caught that there was no one around and no one in front of her.
Loose ball will get picked up by Jody, or I almost called her Josie Arnold.
I do it all the time.
Sure, Mom would be able to handle her own with these Edgerton Bulldogs too.
Well, she probably would have fumbled that ball just about the same way Josie did right there with an easy ball to catch in the middle of the floor. We'll say that's what she gets from Mom.
Not from you?
Not from me, no way.
Swanko drive, wait for the defender to blow by her, and then put up a shot at the left block.
Continues to be a bright spot for the Lady Dogs. 8 points now of the 13 that Edgerton's got.
Zimmerman in now for the Lady Bears.
Ava Zimmerman had a nice night at 13 in the one half of basketball against the JV team.
And a shot made, another 3-ball by Mara Smith.
Mara Smith getting
on fire.
Multiple threes tonight. That's a big night for her when she takes 3 threes, let alone makes 3 threes.
Gonna get a bump, and I think that's gonna be on Gray. It is.
It'll be her second now, so Ella Rao's going to come in for her just to save that third foul you don't want to see before halftime.
Yep. Definitely don't want to see that third foul before halftime, not in a game like this. 2:27 till half. Gearshoots will give it to Swank. Back to Gearshoots, top of the key. Working against Brown. Brown's pesky.
Yeah, good defender. You're not going to get it on the floor for Coach Groshine if you're not a good on-the-ball defender.
Yep.
And I talked about it in the last game, they chart deflections. We've seen, they'll be off the charts tonight with the number of deflections that we've seen. Mara Smith got another right there. And even when that doesn't force a turnover, it's rattling an offense when they know it's hard to get a pass from point A to point B without somebody in the way.
Yep, for sure. No look pass to Everett, who launches a three of her own. That one goes off front iron. Rebound comes down, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound.
Another good check out there by Ella Voigt. Fundamental, doing a great job on the boards. When your big post player's on the bench, somebody's got to pick up the slack, and Ella Voigt's a really good rebounder in her own right. She's averaging 5 right now in the season.
Foul was on Kennedy Stutt for Edgerton. Coming the other way are the Lady Bears. Voigt has it, will give to Rao. Now in the corner, now underneath to Voigt, who puts it up. That's just too easy. Voigt.
Yeah, and that was a result of good ball movement. Yep. Mara Smith calling for the ball in the corner, and she saw her teammate flash to the block. She was ready as soon as she got the ball to dump it into Ella Voigt in the post.
See the frustration there as Swank was trying to get it outside to Gearshoots, and Gearshoots went the wrong way, or the way she didn't anticipate her going.
Right, and the defense is just suffocating. Yep. And it's frustrating, and you never can imagine when you're on the floor with the length that the Bears have and the intensity they play defense with, it doesn't look like you've got anywhere to throw the basketball.
Voigt has it. We'll give to Zimmerman now. Cross court over to Rao. Now back to Voigt. Voigt looks to drive, dish out to Rao. Rao will drive. Rao will put up a shot with the left hand. Easy layup for Ella Rao. She has 7 on the night.
And you're seeing a little bit of a problem for the Edgerton defense right there. They're trying to work so hard to front Kaylee Thiel and chase her everywhere that when Bears can penetrate, there's no help side rotation, or if it is, it's slow getting there.
Swank scoop shot up and good. Well, that was probably not how she drew it up.
No,
but that was good.
That's when you're feeling it, when you can throw in a little lefty scoop runner going away from the basket.
3 ball in the air is no good for Voigt, rather. Rebound will come down to Gearshoots. Under a minute to play, 43 in fact, 43 seconds. Swank has it again, gives to Gearshoots top of the key. Bounce pass over to Everett. Everett's looking to get open, and then Voigt just takes it away from her. And I think we're going to get a jump ball.
Yeah, that's going to be another turnover for Edgerton right there. Voigt's able to force the jump.
29 and a half.
We didn't call a jump ball?
What did he call?
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he called a jump ball. I don't know if the Bryan bench didn't know that I think maybe they thought he was calling a foul. I'm pretty sure we weren't going to disagree with the jump ball right there.
Yeah. The official was talking to Coach Walker and Coach Grostein there. I don't know what about.
We'll assume something to do with Christmas since it's getting close to the season. I'm sure all pleasantries.
Swank has it, 14 to play. She just dribbles around the Lady Bears.
She's playing with more and more confidence as this game is going on. Sophomore against a senior-heavy team right now.
Gearshoots
pretty good about it.
Head to the line after she went to the left block, tried to get in there and got fouled by Voigt. That's 2 on her. 4th team foul.
That's 3 Bears with 2 fouls. I don't know that it's going to make a big difference in how this game goes, but a few more fouls than what Coach would like to see.
Gearshoots stays perfect on the season, a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. Let's see if the announcer's jinx works this time.
5 seconds here, a chance for the Bears to get a run out and go, see if they can get a shot off.
Smith will get the inbound pass. They'll give it to Rao, and we're getting a foul. Gearshoots will have a block, and that's probably one you don't want right there.
No, but especially not because that's going to be the 5th, and instead of the Bears taking a 30-foot 3, chucking at the rim, now you're giving them 2 free throws. Yep. That's just a bad break there for the Lady Dogs.
First one up and good. It's a Welling Construction free throws. Welling Construction, 3rd-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. And that'll end it. The end of the first half of play. The main stop scoreboard shows 38-17. Main stop's open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Going to take this time out. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Eats Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Nobody likes an awkward silence, but you can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, it is halftime. The main stop scoreboard shows 38-17 in favor of the Bryan Golden Bears. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. Hope you're enjoying this one. Edgerton down Olivia Farnham, probably the story of the game. She's averaging 15.4 points per game, 7.2 rebounds per game, and she is sitting on the bench in street clothes right now, which makes it a very challenging thing for the Edgerton Bulldogs. All right, we're going to take a look at some stats here at halftime, and they look like this. Edgerton shooting 5 of 12 from the field for field goals, 1 of 5 from three-point, 4 of 4 in free throws. They have 18 turnovers and no points off the bench. The Lady Bears, meanwhile, are 10 of 15 from the two-point area, 4 of 16 from 3, 6 of 8 as a free throws, 7 turnovers, and they also have 0 bench points. So there you go. That's the halftime stats comparison here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We're in the Bryan Athletic Boosters halftime show. Going to take a look at individual stats.
All right, we'll start over on the Edgerton side right now. We've mentioned her name a bunch. Ava Swank, the sophomore, stepping up in place of Olivia Farnham, the leading scorer, who's out right now for the Lady Bulldogs. She's got 10 points, 4 in the first and 6 in the second. And then they've got 4 players all with a bucket. Ava Giesecke hit a 3 in the first quarter for her 3 points. And then Megan Gershutz has 2 points, and Casey Everts has 2 points for the total of 17 points at the half for the Lady Bulldogs. On the Bryan side of things, a balance. Nobody scored off the bench, like you said, but all 5 starters are between 6 and 9 points. Kaylee Thiel and Mara Smith both have 9 points. Mara Smith all on 3 threes in the half. Ella Rouse got 8. She has our other 3, and then 6 points each out of Anna Gray and Ella Voigt. Like I said, Lady Bears 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 10 of 15 from 2. The only thing that hasn't gone well is three-point shooting, just 4 of 16 from 3. I mean, you're going to take that on a night like this. You know, the issue we've kind of talked about a little bit amongst ourselves here with looking at the Lady Bears basketball season is we've got a game tonight, then we don't play again until next Monday night, and then we don't play again until the QP Classic and the Holiday Classic. So, you know, there's some gaps right now. We were playing well, and the gaps in the schedule, we'll see whether or not that's something that gets us fresh and healthy and saves our legs, or if it's something that breaks rhythm. And you hope, obviously, from our standpoint, you hope it's just something that keeps us fresh and healthy.
And Monday night games are always challenging because not only do you have a game that comes after a weekend, you can't practice the day before. And today there wasn't any availability for a shoot-around even.
No, there's nothing easy about it. You're right. You're exactly right. And it's a Monday this week. It's a Monday next week. It's just kind of a clunky part of the schedule that doesn't play to a real favorable spot. And there was nothing available yesterday. We hosted a girls wrestling invitational in the gym yesterday, and you should have. This place was packed.
I know. I saw people parking over in the main parking lot.
People everywhere. I think Coach Dominic said we had around 220 to 230 girls, junior high through high school, that were in here wrestling. We had 4 mats going. The far side stands were full all day. The halls, the commons. I walked in and watched for about an hour and a half to watch some of our kids wrestle, and so that wiped out a gym. And then over on the other side, we've got 5th and 6th grader playing. Our 1st and 2nd grade played, and that's all awesome. But then where's our hoops? You know, we didn't have any hoops for anyone to get some shots up. So, yeah, you're right. When you don't get a chance to practice, there weren't even any hoops to find to get some shots up. That is a little bit tricky when you haven't done anything organized since Friday. So you're probably going to be a little bit cold. But, again, the only thing that you might even argue with is that 4 of 16 from 3, but we got a little better there in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, taking a look at Edgerton, 38-17, Bears lead is 21 at the half. It's just a situation where they're playing hard, but you just don't have the bodies. I mean, Bryan's starting all seniors, and then you've got seniors on the bench coming off the bench. You've got immense depth. And when you look at Edgerton, they have basically 10 girls in their program, and Olivia Farnham, their leading scorer, is basically sitting due to an injury, and so that makes it really tough. I kind of have a background knowledge of most of these girls because most of these girls played at Edgerton St. Mary's in elementary school. And so I saw Farnham and Swank and Gearshoots and Everett's and Gieske basically from 4th grade through maybe even 3rd grade through 6th grade. And that's kind of how they developed as a team. So I really believe that we're going to see some of this kind of gel between Gieske, Farnham, Swank, those 3 sophomores. You know, so I feel like the future might be looking up for Edgerton, but right now it's just really challenging.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to avoid valuable minutes for your underclassmen right now. The one senior starter, Clara Gearshoots, you know, she right now has not scored. She isn't one of the main people that they look to. So when Farnham's on the floor, and now the way Ava Swank's playing tonight, she's double digits at the half. Ava Gieske, we know, is a good ball player. Kepler and Everett's are a couple of juniors. They'll be back next year. So for Coach Carrier, again, it may be a struggle. It may be hard wins and losses wise, but you know, one of her things is probably going to be, how do I get some more numbers? How do I recruit for my program a little bit? It's really tough. I mean, you've got 11 girls right now, 10 healthy. You know, we were in a really tough boat like that last year at like 18 or 19. It made it hard to practice and compete and do all the things we wanted to do. When you're cutting that number almost in half at 10 or 11, it's got to be hard just to execute a good up and down practice where you can simulate some pressure and make things hard on your guards. I mean, you're going to wear yourself out pretty quick with nobody on the sideline to come in and give anybody a break, just trying to go up and down 5-on-5.
Yep, absolutely. It is the Bryan Athletic Boosters halftime show. Score 38-17 in favor of Edgerton, or in favor of the Bears, over Edgerton. Going to take this final timeout, come back with the second half after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration, and everyone who played a role in this project. We just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it is 38-17 in favor of the Golden Bears here at halftime. I want to thank our sponsors bringing the game tonight. They include the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Northwest State Community College, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Veteran Services of Williams County, Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral and Crematory, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger, Fackler Monument, Bryan Parks and Rec, and Andrews, O'Neill and Lowe, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with you. Let's take a look at some scores from around the region.
Yeah, just a few. Not a real busy night in the area. We've got another NWAL GMC matchup. Probably by the time we get through the preseason, we could have played the ACC Big Ten Challenge here all the way through. But in a close game, Archbold beat Tenora 48-42. Halftime score, Pettysville 21, Delta 16. Delta just beat a good Montpelier team the other night. And then a final in another girls' game, Hilltop 54, Hicksville, who we just saw, who we will see, 37. So Hilltop beat Hicksville 54-37. And then we got a boys' score at the half. Patrick Henry, a really good Patrick Henry team, a non-league game leading Macomb 39-12.
There you go, some scores from around the region. Thank you to Matthew Clark for helping us out with some of the stats and scores tonight. About ready to get the second half going. It'll be interesting to see how many of the Coach Grosstein's bench gets in tonight.
Yeah, I think with a really good third quarter here by the Bears, we may see, the only other thing is our JV/freshmen have played 6 quarters of basketball already tonight, and our varsity doesn't play again for a week. So I don't know how much of that he'll take into account, or he'll just say, hey, I don't know, no silly injuries in a real big margin.
Swank.
Again, depending on how the third quarter goes.
Gives to Everett on left side. Everett will go to Stutt. Stutt looks to go left, and she's going to go right. She's facing Voigt. Voigt playing good defense. Theo all the way out playing defense. Tips that one, but picked up by Swank, who launches one. No good. Rebound comes down to the Golden Bears. Voigt will take it. Voigt heads to the left side.
Swank trying to stay hot like she was in the first half. Got a good look at a jump shot right there. Just couldn't find in the bottom of the net.
Smith has it. She'll cross court it to Gray. Gray launches a 3, buries it. 41-17. 7:04 remaining. Third
Anna
quarter.
Gray continuing her nice night from the field offensively. I don't think she scored our last time out. She's got 9 now, and that was a nice 3-point shot by her.
Playing good defense as Everett will bring it up quickly, put up a shot, and good. That bounced on the rim, rolled a little bit, and went right back through.
We'll take the shooter's roll.
41-19, 6:42 remaining. Third quarter. Smith on the left side, goes right side to Rao. Rao back to Smith. The 1-3-1 defense or just a man?
I can't tell if they're in man, and that's just what our set is.
Had that issue with the boys tonight. Thiel misses a shot, gets her own rebound, misses another one. Gray has it now. Gray will give out to Smith. Smith at the foul line, extended, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Voigt. That time she gets the foul as she misses the shot.
And I think Mara Smith started to get up in the air, and she saw Ella Voigt too late and thought, oh boy, I got a teammate open on the backside block, but she was already in the air and took the shot, and it was so errant it went right to Voigt anyway.
Swank will put a Welling Construction free throw up. I'm sorry, Swank got the foul. Voigt puts a Welling Construction free throw up.
Good offense there by the Lady Bears. Kaylee Thiel would like to have that the original bunny shot back that she left a little bit short.
Voigt makes both of them. That makes it 43-19 here, 6:12 remaining.
8 of 10 from the free throw line for the Bears. Good night to get better at that too. Not a lot of stress on you when you go to the line. Find your stroke, nice and confident.
And as we say, I feel like every year it will always come down to free throws at some point.
Always
we
does.
saw that in the boys the other night.
So the Bears come out in a 1-3-1 right there. It's a good time to work on that also. Coach Grosstein loves that zone. Never know when you're going to need it.
Thiel stole it away, missed the shot, gets the rebound and taps to Gray, no good. Gray will step out of bounds at the rebound, and it'll go back to Edgerton.
Get yourself thinking about Edgerton St. Mary's.
I do.
Extending it to a 3-quarter court with the 1-3-1, a little bit of token.
Coach Carrier wants to call a timeout. We'll see if it'll be a full or a 30. It was going to be a full timeout. Timeout sponsored by Bryan Ford Lincoln, North Main Street, Bryan, where good values mean a great deal. Going to take it with them. The score here in the third quarter, 43-19 Bears. Back after this.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 43-19. The Bears lead over the Edgerton Bulldogs here. And good chance for Lady Bears to get some stuff going. As you said, a long layoff till next Monday night. And then you've got back-to-back tournaments. You got the Kubi Classic where they're going to play Notre Dame Academy.
With a chance to get either Bath or Marion Local, both been playing really good in the early season. So those games are coming. So it's a good time tonight. Went back to man-to-man. I thought maybe Coach Carrier was going to talk to her girls about what she wanted to do against that zone, but her conversation down there was all about being a lot more physical and boxing out. She was not happy at the extra shots the Lady Bears got that last possession.
Everett has it. We'll give to Swank on the right side. Swank launches a three. It's short. Rebound comes down to Edgerton. Swiped away by Thiel. Gretchen Kepler had the rebound, and Thiel just came in and swatted it away. 5:12 remaining here, third quarter on the main stop scoreboard. 43-19 Bears.
And I was looking, speaking of that, I was looking at our stats, and right now our stats have Kaylee Thiel for 5 block shots, but I'm pretty sure she's had a couple of games with 5 block shots. So we'll have to look at that a little bit closer, I think.
Shot is up and good by Ava Gieske, the 5'8 sophomore, averages 2.2 a game. She's got 5.
Good night to double up your average for Ava Gieske.
Rao with the basketball will feed underneath to Thiel, who can't handle it. Able to pick it up though. Nice correction and put up the layup.
That's a tough entry pass. I think a lot of guards have been yelled at in their lives for throwing the balls at throwing a ball at the post player's ankles, and Kaylee was able to come up with it anyway.
And then she stole it away, missed the shot, and then the rebound goes out of bounds. Boy, seeing Kaylee Thiel play active hands out on the front of the defense is just, it's a total new thing for her.
Yeah, I think, and she's been really good tonight with that. Yep. She's got a bunch of deflections, kind of playing a center field spot in the zone there in the circle, waiting for the ball to come up, and she's been anticipating some passes and doing a nice job of getting her hands on things.
Bears knock that one away. Edgerton will stay with it. Far sideline. Swank will inbound. Bounce pass to Gearshoots. Gearshoots will drive, lose the basketball on the floor, and we're going to get Hannah Gray will tie her up, and that'll go to the Lady Bears.
Yeah, end up being another turnover for the Lady Dogs. Hannah Gray's on the floor a lot. She's not afraid to get in scrap, fight for every loose ball she can get. It doesn't feel like it's 50-50 balls when it's around Hannah Gray. It feels like it's more like 70-30 or 80-20 to our favor if she's anywhere near it.
And Coach Grosjean said that, you know, she's a little banged up and still on the floor. And there she again got into traffic, and now we got a bump. 3-ball kick out to Rao, and probably a foul afterwards.
Yeah, officials may have looked away from that. Got checked out just a little over aggressively, I think.
And now we're going to get a jump ball, and it'll stay with Edgerton. Rao took advantage after that, getting knocked to the ground. She's like, I'm going after that ball.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go take that back. Got her a little bit excited.
48-21, your score here. 3:53 remaining third quarter. At 35, it turns into a running clock. Stolen away, or jumping right in front of that is Voigt. Voigt puts up a shot and miss. Rebound comes down to Gray, who puts up a shot, hits the deck, no call. And then Voigt will get the other rebound and put that up and in.
Good activity there by Gray and Voigt.
Yep. And knocked away by Thiel again in the middle of that zone. Boy, that zone is unstoppable. You have Rao in the front of it and at her length. You've got Thiel in the middle of it.
And then with
her
it, you've
length.
got Voigt and Gray on the wings, who Voigt is long and quick, and Gray's going to get to just about anything you try to throw. There's not a lot of easy places to go. And as a young coach, I coached against Coach Grosjean when he was at Montpelier, and I was coaching the Lady Bears. And he had Joy Richmond and Joy Eckler, had some other girls there. I'm probably getting some names wrong, the Pressler girl, and he would run a 2-3 where he would wait for you, kind of bait you into coming across half court and just run and jump with those top two girls, and it looked like there was literally nowhere to throw the basketball.
Foul shot is missed there by Gray, as the foul was on Clara Gearshoots. Losing the basketball is Swank. She's able to get an Edgerton person to pick it up, and she has it back now. Swank puts up a shot. It is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Thiel. She's immediately, the entire Edgerton team's around Thiel with the exception of Kennedy Stutt, and we're going to get a foul. Let's see, I think that's going to go on Swank.
I feel like Edgerton thought it was easier just to stay there and foul Thiel than to get back on defense, so 4 girls just swarmed her as soon as she had the ball.
And they whistle Swank for that one. Edgerton will hustle back. Bears will bring it up. Boyd has it on the wing, now left side to Arnold. Now back to Arnold. Total cross court over to Rao, and underneath we're going to get a foul Oh, it'll be on Edgerton. I was worried they were going to whistle Kaylee Thiel for some reason.
No, she did a nice job flashing on the skip pass. Good quick entry by Ella Rao. You can tell the Bears were trying to run that 4-round-1 to give her a good look.
Swang picks up another foul. Nope, they're going to call that on Gretchen Kepler, excuse me. 2-2 and 2-4 look the same. Coming out of the officials' hands. Another cross court to Rao. Rao dribbles, puts up a shot on the right block, no good. Rebound comes down to Thiel, up and good.
Good rebound and followed by Kayla Thiel. That was a nice soft touch there from about 5 feet. Got the ball to fall dead on the rim and fall in.
Swank will bring it up, go behind the back, trying to keep it away from Smith. Fall is dead. Gets it down, though, to Gear Shoots, and then they'll lose it. Stolen away again by who else? Voigt.
Voigt with another steal.
I want to see Thiel put up a three. She thought about it for half a second. I was like, no, I'll drive baseline, put it up and in.
Yeah, and it's a way easier thing. I'm just going to take the ball to the hoop right here.
Thiel with 15 now. 3 players in double figures. Thiel, Voigt, and Rao all in double figures tonight.
Yeah, more good balance out of the Bears. Mara Smith's 1 point away from getting into double digits.
Shot is no good for Edgerton. Rebound comes down to Voigt. She's just going. She waits for traffic to pass, and it goes out of bounds. And Rao got hip checked by Ava Giesecke.
Yeah, and she took a little exception to that. I'm not quite sure why the official's talking to her.
Okay, Zimmerman will check in. When I got Brown and Zimmerman in there, neither of those two are worried about taking a shot. Brown has it now. 3 ball, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bears, and they're going to say Gray
Good also
stepped
by
on the
Anna
line.
Gray. Just tough luck there stepping on the baseline. Got a good look from the corner. Avery Brown's trying to find her shot. This is the time to do it. Now you're going to see some time here at the end of the game. Starters are probably not going to see much, if any, time here towards the end, so good chance for everybody else to try to run some offense, work on their shot a little bit.
Underneath to Stutt, then back out to Swank. Swank will drive, put up a shot, draw the foul. That should be on Zimmerman, I believe.
Yeah, look like you get a little bit of wrist there on the defense.
So that'll be Zimmerman's first. That'll be the first team foul of the third quarter, and we're at 1:05. Bears have played pretty solid with no fouls here.
Yeah, pretty clean, especially for as aggressive as they play man-to-man defense to be the first foul. I'm sure you'd find some Edgerton fans who would think that probably wasn't our first foul, but it's been a really clean quarter for the Bears.
Free throw is sponsored by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact them at 419-636-3712. Second foul shot is missed. Rebound comes down to the Bears. Arnold has it. She'll go right side to Zimmerman. Here is Mackenzie Mason in. And that'll be a turnover for the Bears as Brown was looking for Arnold, couldn't find her.
Yeah, she expected Josie to rotate up high, and she went backdoor when she was getting denied. A little miscommunication.
54-22, Bears lead here as we're in waning moments of the third quarter. Underneath to Stutt, and Stutt gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover.
She had a little bit of help, it looked like, getting to that baseline,
I think Mason helped her just a little bit.
A little push maybe, but we're not going to complain.
Let's see if the Bears rush this one or just hold for the last one. I would think they want to slow it down and hold for the last shot. But
yeah, if Edgerton allows it, I think Coach is going to take it.
They do come out and start poking away. And twice now, Casey Everett has the active hands and pushes it away. First time Zimmerman got it back. The second time Everett's poked it out of bounds.
Again, this is a good time for the second wave of players to work on some things.
And Everett steals it right there, misses the shot.
A little sloppy here for the Lady Bears, and this is their chance. This second group needs to take their time and work on some offense.
Arnold misses a shot from just beyond the foul line. Edgerton bringing it down quickly, and we're going to get a foul, and that'll be the second one on Zimmerman. They've called a lot of hand checks today between these games. They called a hand check there. In the freshman game, I was down on the court side for about 2 minutes, and they called 3 hand checks. And one official came over and was like, so many hand checks.
And it seems like we get more of that than we are inside fouls.
Yep. All right, so that's the end of the third quarter as Edgerton's shot falls short. Main stop scoreboard shows 54-22. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause.
To the school board and administration, and everyone who played a role in this project. We just want to say,
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter, 54-22. Lady Bears in control of this one.
Yeah, no, with a 32-point lead, it'd be nice to see a couple of quick hoops from the Bears, get the clock running.
Absolutely. One stat is that Coach Grosjean has not called a timeout, and Josie Arnold just buries a 3.
That was a good set play to start. Good set play to start the quarter. Coach Grosjean worked on that throughout the break right there, and it was good for the second group to execute.
Underneath and stolen away, jump ball will stay right here with Edgerton.
Gabby Meisberg, nice job diving in on the curl to the post.
We're in a running clock right now at 35. Now, when it goes below 30, it stops again?
I tell you, if I could figure that out, I think I've told everyone wrong, at least everyone who's asked, I've told it at least wrong one time.
Oh, 3 ball by Everett's. Everett's has 7, averaging 2.2.
You need somebody. If you're Coach Carey, you need somebody to step up for Farnham. And she's had a couple of girls have nice nights tonight. Giesege's above her average. Swank has been really good, and there's another one with Everett's above her average.
Swank's double her average right now. Ooh. Gabby Mossberg hits the deck. I didn't see why.
I think just tangled up some feet.
Arnold will come in, and we'll get a foul on Kennedy Stutt. No, we're not. We're going to get a foul on Swank. That'll be 4 on Ava Swank.
She's filling up the scoreboard everywhere.
Yes, she is.
The score sheet.
Another Welling Construction free throw coming. First one is in and out for Arnold.
There you go.
30 points.
Good call. You nailed it.
That'd be really challenging in basketball where points keep getting changed. You know what I mean? Like it's 35 and 30. Everett's brings it up. Nice ball handling there by Everett's. Gets underneath the Stutt, and then she just dribbles it off her foot. Ooh.
Yeah, it was off of Bryan player's foot. I think might have hit Mason last. Good rotation by Gabby Mossberg there. Took away a wide open layup from Edgerton. Mason came in late to try to help.
Edgerton moving it around. 3 ball in the air for Swank. No good. Rebound comes down and put back up. Missed again is Giesecke, and we're going to get a jump ball that'll go back to the Bears. Giesecke just right place, right time for that rebound.
Yeah, well, she read it. She saw it coming off the rim long and did a good job of cutting in underneath Gabby Mossberg and went up and got it. A good effort there by Mackenzie Mason to tie her up.
Arnold with it. We'll give to Brown on the left side. Now back to Mason. So no starters in right now. Arnold puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Edgerton. They're going quickly. Here's Swank, dribbles ahead to Everett's. Everett's thought about a shot, puts one in, and misses. Rebound comes down to Giesecke again in position for that rebound.
Yeah, good position on the backside there against Gabby Mossberg for Ava Giesecke, and just a nice strong rebound twice in a row, pulled it down, that time with one hand, and then was able to finish.
Zimmerman got her feet tied up. Edgerton will take it the other way. Everett has it. Cross courts it. Giesecke will pick it up, put up a shot, no good, get her own rebound. Brown tries to get in there and get it. Stutt will give to Swank. Swank will drive, foul line, put up a shot, draw the foul, will head to the line. This is one of your Edgerton, you want this game at 29.
Right.
Instead of 30, because right now the clock is still running, and you've got to just basically pause to get foul shots here, and it still rolls.
And again, these are all good minutes when you're young. Yep. All good minutes for your youth. Getting a lot of good experience against a Division II team that expects a lot of success this year.
First one from Swank is no good. Next one from Swank is good. And the clock will go back to its normal situation now.
So then it's got to get back to 35 again before it'll run.
Yep.
All right, like a tennis match.
It is. Mason with the basketball. We'll give to Arnold. Now left side to Zimmerman. Zimmerman goes, foul line extended, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Arnold, no good. And rebound will come down to Swank. Edgerton's bringing it up. Swank. Oh, Swank's got an arm out. Full way up.
Little arm bar right
She
there
did.
on Ava Zimmerman. Gabby Mossberg gathered to steal.
Long toss down to Brown. And they're going to say that was off of Edgerton, so they'll stay with Brown. Maya Langham and Piper Hanna will check into the game. So now the field is a, let's see, junior. We've got a sophomore.
Two sophomores and two freshmen.
Two freshmen. There you go.
We talked about this the other night when we saw the Bears in, and when you look at that bench right now for the Lady Bears, there's only one of those people that are coming back next year. So these minutes for the Bears are valuable too, to get coached a little bit by the varsity squad, to figure out varsity speed when they get a chance to see it, and find a way to take care of the basketball. I think this group here in particular needs to do a better job of taking care of the ball, turning it over way too much.
Bulldogs have it. Swank gives over to Giesecke. Now back to Swank, top of the key, underneath. Get it under to Gretchen Kepler, and we're going to get a jump ball, and it'll stay right here with the Bulldogs.
Good rotation there by Gabby Mossberg coming from the backside. Tough matchup anywhere. The Bulldogs are bigger in the post. There isn't a post on the floor for the Lady Bears right now, so Mason was doing all she could do to front down there.
And it's stolen away. Langham, and Langham will draw the foul. Am I right? That's Langham?
Yep, that was Langham with the steal, trying to get the ball up ahead to Piper Hanna.
Lady Bears' yellow numbers on white make it a little hard to see sometimes, and when you don't know the kids by knowing them, it's hard to see.
Yeah, we'll get to know those two really well here the next couple of years, but those yellow numbers are a little faint.
Yep. Mason will give over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman loses the basketball, picked up by Langham. Back to Zimmerman. They'll reset. Minute 56 remaining. 57-28 Bears. Underneath. Looking for Langham. Knocked away. Edgerton will have it. Swank will bring it up quick. Swank will give over to Kepler. Kepler stops. Feeds it underneath. Tipped away. It'll come down to Giesecke. Underneath three ball. No good. And jump ball is going to be in favor of the Bears. Nice job there by Caitlin Burke to come in and grab that one.
Yeah, Gabby Mossberg's been really active for the Bears defensively too. She's doing a nice job trying to tie some people up, showing some good effort. Nice job the last possession too by Mackenzie Mason, taking penetration away. She was starting to get beat a little bit there by Kepler, and chested her up good and stopped her drive at the line. Well, if we statted jump balls, I think Gabby's in the lead early here, even with just some short time. She's been able to tie up a lot of stuff.
Minute 20 going, 57-28 on the main stop scoreboard. Main stop's over when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Gazelle Romero is in for Edgerton as well. Shot up over 2 Golden Bears is missed by Kepler, and then the rebound put back by Ava Gieske. Boy, I'd love to see her rebound total as an individual. We don't have
just
them.
here in the probably got 3 or 4 here at the end. Those may be the first, but there's been a bunch here in a flurry late. I think since the Bears have rotated out the post players, it's getting a little bit easier to work in there for some of the Edgerton bigs.
Shot is up by Piper Hanna. It's missed. Rebound comes down to Swank. Swank in the corner. We'll give to Everetts. Underneath. Shot up and good off the bank for Gretchen Kepler. 57-32 with 20 seconds left. Kepler first 2 points of the game. Out of bounds, we'll stay right here. Mason gets it knocked out.
See what the Lady Bears come up here with just 14 seconds left. See if we can get one more shot out of a player that doesn't get a lot of time. There it is.
Mossberg put us up a shot at the foul line, no good. Rebound will come down to Edgerton. They'll rush it quick. Swiped out of bounds by Gabby Mossberg.
A little emphasis on that,
Yes,
I think.
she
A little
did.
upset with herself for missing that foul line jumper, and she made sure everybody knew she wanted to see that ball get knocked away.
Absolutely. Swank. Feeds underneath, shot is missed, and that'll be the ball game. 57-32, your final score. And Lady Bears did what they were expected to do, beat a Edgerton team by 25, and that's what you can ask for, right?
Yeah, that's,
I mean,
take care of business. That's what that one comes down to. Just come in and take care of business. Even if it's not super pretty, do the things that you need to do, and that's what the Lady Bears were able to do tonight.
and that was one of the keys of the game, was take care of business from the tip.
Right from the tip,
and they
there
did that.
it was never in doubt. No one had any doubt in their mind how this game was going to go for the Lady Bears.
Absolutely. Well, the Lady Bears moved to 5-0 on the season, and they will next face Napoleon next Monday night. We will have that game right here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Edgerton will go to 2-4 on the season, and they will face Liberty Center. Doesn't get any easier for Edgerton.
No,
The
no,
Liberty
not at
Center
all.
Tigers are a rough bunch, and so we'll see what they can do against Liberty Center as the GMC playing the NWL Challenge continues.
Continues all through the preseason.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take this timeout. When we come back, we will have some final stats for you. We'll do that after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, final score 57-32. The Golden Bears victorious over the Edgerton Bulldogs. Chris Malanga and Brian Arnold here with you. And thoughts on this one, partner?
Well, it's like we just talked about before the break. The Bears came out and took care of business. Good balanced scoring tonight out of the starting lineup. 15 points for Kaylee Thiel, 10 for Voigt, 11 for Rao, and then you had Smith and Gray right on the edge of double digits, both with 9 points. You can't ask for much better production than that. 54 of the 57 points scored by your starting lineup.
Yep.
So you got to be happy with that. Rebounding wise, because that was one of the big things Coach talked about, and the Bears were able to really handle the boards as long as the starting lineup was on the floor tonight. So a lot of good things, a lot of positives. It'd be nice to, I mentioned it would be nice to have a game later this week, but you got a couple of nights to practice too. Didn't shoot the ball really well, especially not from 3. Numbers were good from 2 through 3 quarters. We were 50% from 2. Things didn't shoot it real well there in the fourth quarter when our second group was in. But the starting group shot the ball pretty good. A lot of positives, way more positive things. Forced a ton of turnovers, 30 turnovers out of Edgerton tonight, and used that to get a lot of offense going.
Yeah, so the Bears 13 of 30, as you said, 8 of 14 from the line, so respectable.
Yeah.
And, they did turn the ball over a little bit more than probably you would have liked.
Yeah, and I think looking at the turnovers early on, first half-wise, the Bears had 7, and then 4 in the third and 4 in the fourth. And I think, the hardest thing in games like this, and when you've got a season that's going like this, is just to stay sharp. Even throughout a ball game, it's hard to stay sharp because, when you're looking at halftime where you're up 38-17, you've already got the other team doubled up. Even if they score, if you don't score again and they score what they did in the first half, you'll still win the game. Yeah. It's hard to stay in that focus. You take a few more chances than you should. You try to take that extra dribble, try to throw that tougher pass. So, I think that's one of the things that probably bumps that turnover number up, but the defensive intensity never changes. Our girls continue to play defense. It doesn't matter if it's a 30-point lead, 30-point deficit, or it's a 2-point ball game late. The defensive intensity always stays the same for the Lady Bears.
Edgerton was 10 of 25 from the field, just 3 of 13 from 3. They were 75% from the line. They had 30 turnovers, which is the number that is, really, really rough there for them. But, ball handling skills, you lose your best ball handler, not able to play tonight. And so that makes things really challenging. Going to welcome in Coach Todd Grosjean and let him take a look at those final stats up there. And so what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, it goes in the right column. We've been on the other end of those, and it's you don't get many sweeps. Freshman 1, JV 1, and the varsity 1. But, those are the positives we took from this. I thought our kids, we were hoping to get to see the Farnham girl and play against somebody that we knew we had to defend. It's unfortunate that she didn't play tonight, but I thought Edgerton really battled and did some things really well. They were really aggressive. We were a step slow in our press breaker at times, and late to passes and rotating, but that's a credit to them. And we just got to get a little bit better, fine-tune some things, recognize when our jump shot's not going in, we got to go get some second chance opportunities. I don't know what rebounding was tonight, but
it was big for the Lady Bears early, especially. We had 24 rebounds through the first 3 quarters to their 14.
Okay.
So the rebounds we dominated. It wasn't until the fourth quarter when the second groups were in there that it got a little bit more to the Lady Bears side. But through 3 quarters, all of the numbers were really heavy to us.
When you look at the next game for you guys, it's a week from tonight. It's at Napoleon. Hasn't been a tough opponent in the past. They're not near as good as they have been in the past, but you got a week off. That can either help or hurt. What do you think?
Well, we're going to give them a day off tomorrow. They haven't had a day off in a while, and we're going to give them a day off, and we've got 3 more days to prepare for Napoleon. And Napoleon's much improved. They've got a little point guard that's a freshman, coach's daughter, and she's going to be a handful. And they've got some size inside with the Tassler girl, and we're going to try to keep things, moving forward. Obviously, we didn't shoot a very good percentage from 3. Got to recognize when that's not going down, and I think we got to work on getting a few more post touches for Kaylee. She's got to finish, obviously, but those are we're nitpicking here, but you win by 27 or something, and you're not satisfied, and I don't think our girls are.
It's early in the year. You're never satisfied.
Right.
And you said it. We talked about it beforehand. It would have been really nice to see the Farnham girl tonight. you want to be able to see everybody's best. You want to be able to defend really good players. But it didn't change anything with our defensive intensity. Deflections all the time. Just continually pestered the ball handlers all night and used that to get a lot of good offense going early.
And coaches wanted to throw the 1-3-1 out there. We haven't played it other than maybe in a scrimmage. And, I thought for the 3 or 4 possessions we played it, we made, Edgerton call a timeout, and then we went back to our man-to-man. But I thought we did some good things in that. Obviously deflections and make them throw over the top. And Kaylee got a nice steal and went coast to coast. I don't know if she finished or not, but
well, that's one thing we've talked about. Even in when you're run and jump and you're trying to force the ball, she's kind of playing a little bit of a center field, playing a different spot there. And that the 1-3-1, when you're able to extend it, she's standing at about the bottom of the circle anyway. But even in man, she's starting to creep up a little and play like a free safety. And she had a bunch of steals and deflections out of that spot.
Yeah, they were in Coach Hug over on Marchetta's bench. He was trying to get somebody to the middle to the B, and we chased them in there a couple times, and they were able to get it in the middle and then go over the top of us. And we had to adjust that at halftime. But I thought Kaylee did a nice job, as you said, deflecting the ball. Anna Gray was all over the place on the floor, does all that stuff we've talked about every game. Yeah, she just did the dirty work, and Ella Voigt got to the offensive glass. I thought Ella Rao shot it well at times.
And Mara, I think she had 3 threes tonight. She was probably the one that picked her times the best. I think she probably, I didn't have individual attempts, but she was probably 3 of 5, 3 of 6 at the worst. I think she picked her times when she needed to shoot the ball, and she had a real confident stroke tonight. And like always, just a pest on defense just makes life hard on the other team.
It's neat to see because she got a quick foul reaching in, or got caught out of position, and normally she sometimes gets a second. We got to sit her down, and that didn't happen. So she's making adjustments as to how the game's officiated, and that takes a pretty savvy young lady to do that, especially that's hawking the ball.
Yeah,
but we had
that's her ball game. She doesn't want to back off. She wants to stay right up in people's shorts.
And that's what makes us go too defensively. So.
All right, well, Coach Grosjean, congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you at Napoleon.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Todd Grosjean of the Bryan Golden Bears is going to take this time out. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Bryan after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game. They include Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Anna Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler and Brininger, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing Heating, Veteran Services of Williams County. All right, let's take a look at some scores from around the region as we wrap things up here from Edgerton, or from Bryan.
We've got finals in all of the games that we mentioned earlier, and then a game that started late in a Defiance Clinic, the Defiance Clinic Holiday Classic, whatever that is down there. Final, Archbold held on to beat Sonora 48-42. Pettisville beat Delta by 11, 49-38, and we mentioned the final Hilltop 54, Hicksville 37. The boys game that we mentioned earlier, PH was up big, finished off big, 72-32 over Macomb. And then in one game still going on right now, after one, Ayersville girls were leading Defiance 21-3.
Wow. There you go.
And the struggles continue for Port Defiance. They've had just a really rough go of it here to start the year.
Absolutely. Well, I think we're gonna look at our upcoming games. Well, let's look at the Golden Bears' upcoming games real quick, just so we can recap for everybody what's going on, because we aren't going to play for another week. At Napoleon on the 18th, then they're going to play Notre Dame Academy as part of the Coopy Classic, and then whoever, it could be Marion Local, or who was the other one?
Marion Local or Bath, the host team, Lima Bath. Yeah.
And then they'll start the Holiday Classic against Fairview on the 28th, and then whoever depends on the result there. We're going to have the Holiday Classic for you. We're going to have the game at Napoleon for you. And the games down at Coopy Classic we will not have on there. Let's take a real quick look at Edgerton's next 5 just to see where they go. They have Liberty Center, and then they're in the 49 Classic, and then they go to Tenora for their first league game, and then North Central. Our next 5 games look like this. We've got Stryker coming to town on Thursday night. We'll have that one. We'll be at Defiance on Saturday, at Napoleon on Monday, and then the Holiday Classic presented by BSN Sports will be have that for you. We'll have all of the games of that, JV and varsity. All that will be coming up on the Golden Bear Sports Network. All right, I want to thank our broadcast crew, our director, Krista Bruner, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Krista. I want to thank our camera ops, John Tripodi and Florence Jones, our athletic department here at BHS, Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzmal, our board op back at WQCT, Rick Armentrout, Nick Fraley at WOSN. I want to thank Golden Bear Photography, Matt Knapp and Stephanie Ponzak, and I am the executive producer of the GBSN. Tonight's broadcast on BryanSports.com or on WOSN tomorrow at 5. WOSN can be found on Spectrum Channel 19 or over the air on Channel 26.1. Next game is Thursday as the boys host Stryker in an ugly matchup here at the Bears Den. Brian Arnold and I will have the call for you about 7:15 on BryanSports.com and Q96.5. This broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or the use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game, without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network with Brian Arnold. I'm Chris Malanga. Again, your final score, 57-32. Have a great night, everybody.